you don't let us go, they'll make you sorry.
It is a legend no one will forget. Everybody thought the Super Show was as bad as a Mario cartoon could be. And then, the sequel attacked. Deke was back! With the zaniest danger ever known, even more animation errors. With their useless Mario trivia, Delfino and Peach will watch every single episode and complete the Supershow Saga.
Hello and welcome to the first episode of our Supershow Saga.
Yay!
I am Delfino.
And I am Peach Supreme, also just known as Peach.
Well, my full name then is Delfino Durians.
Oh, okay.
So tell me, Peach, why are we doing this?
Well, I love the show so much. I don't know.
I'm embarrassed now. Okay, fine. I'll give the full scenario. So this is our loving homage to the Hard Drive podcast, also known as the video game Super Show, also known as the Super Mario Bros. Super Show.
Best title in existence.
Which is just so good that we almost wanted to steal it, but no. So the dealio there was that they started their podcast. It became quickly my favorite podcast. Every time a new episode would come on, I'd be like, stop the presses. Hold everything up. I can't even go to class. I've got to go and listen to this podcast. And then they were thinking about what show did they want to do next. And I gratefully, I implored them, please watch Mario 3 next after you do the Super Show. It comes next just in the chronological order. And it's just so good. And they're like, okay, we'll take that into consideration. But, we really think Captain N's gonna be where it shines. Let's do Captain N.
The fools.
They're fools!
They're fools.
Because Captain N is really terrible.
It's a garbage.
It's a garbage show that you can't even, ironically, enjoy.
It's not the worst thing ever.
What is the worst show ever?
Well, I don't know. The problem with Captain N is that it's too long. It has funny bits, but you have to sit there for 20 minutes and watch the whole thing. Just for 5 minutes of funny content of eggplant wizard with 2 tomatoes with big legs.
Or Mother Brain. My favorite part of that show is Mother Brain.
Ooh.
Ah!
Please.
That's the best part of
the
it.
mashed potatoes.
I'm gonna stab you with the sharpened asparagus knife.
Oh God, I love it.
Anyways, he and Mother Brain were the best part of the show, but
it's
too
very
bad
true.
you have to spend all of your time with the others, and it's just so freaking long that they had stopped, and they're like, okay, we'll take a break, and we'll watch a few Mario episodes, and then they're like, why are we even doing this? This feels like an obligation at this point. Let's stop. Let's watch the Mario movie, which I actually haven't watched listened to the final episode yet.
It's always hard to watch final episodes of things, because it's this is the accumulation of all our hard work. I mean, when it comes to the Mario show, the final episode is truly the best episode in the series, but we're going to have to wait a long time to get to that episode.
Oh, for Mario World. I was like,
well,
Super Show's
when you think
final
of the
episode was Star Koopa.
How's that? When you think of the accumulation of the entire Mario animated series, it truly ends on the highest of notes after dipping deep into the recesses of hell for a moment there.
Hell. I was gonna say more so it loses its mind.
Yes,
in
it's
insanity.
True. We go
so
for the entirety of Mario World. It's just an acid
trip. So currently, we are promising you that we will go over every single episode of the Mario 3, Mario World, and then we'll surprise you from there. But for right now, it's just Mario.
Our Super Show
3.
Saga is to complete the Mario animated series.
We're gonna finish it for them because they are done with it. Good for them that they are done. Okay, so what's next?
Alright,
let's look at our cheat sheet.
So that is our introduction. So
wait,
next
I don't think we gotta bring that. Whatever. Okay,
so Episode 1. Well, I guess we should first talk
No,
about
we gotta talk about what the heck is the Mario 3
how
show.
we got into the series
That's
and
what
it is. All right.
How did we watch it? I don't know. YouTube's a lonely place.
So basically, the show started with the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, which had a live-action segment and an animated segment featuring the eponymous Danny Wells
Legendary.
and the legendary Captain Lou Albano,
Indeed.
who did both Mario and Luigi in the animated and the live-action segments.
They did all the voices.
It's great. So then, when the series got renewed for season 2, they decided to just go strictly with animated segments.
Season 2?
Well, you could consider Super Mario Bros. 3 to be the season 2 of Mario.
That is with quotation marks because
It's really more like
they
just a
packed
sequel
up House,
series.
but Deke was like, no, we
We
some
need more.
We need more. And they're like, we're done playing.
So we still have our, 10 to 15 minute segments.
each episode, the key point is that all of the episodes are small.
It's all animated now.
It's all animated.
They've changed
And they
all the
put-
voice actors except for Koopa and Toad. And honestly, if they were going to keep anybody, that was the best choice.
to keep those two great people. No, now 2 animated episodes are put together. But there's no real connecting thread, as with all cartoons.
Oh, I don't know. Because there could be, but not really.
No.
I guess it's just a coincidence that they had 2 episodes that took place in Desert Land.
I think, indeed, that is a coincidence. Okay, so who's our new cast?
So, for this new series, they've decided to focus on Super Mario Bros. 3, which was the new series.
And they really focused. It's very weird because Captain N, it's like they got someone who half recollected what all video games were.
And even with the original Super Show, you could tell that they kind of blended together Mario 1 with Mario 2 to make some weird conglomeration.
But this one, they want to be...
But now it feels like they actually played it.
They actually got sent a copy of the game.
They got sent a copy in advance, although I'm not sure if they got everything because they didn't finish the whole game. Because the big thing with the show is that they're constantly getting names wrong, which makes me think that...
Were they ever named in the first place?
Well, there's the rub. It's that a lot of the information we have about Super Mario Bros. 3 comes from the American instruction booklet.
I don't think they read the instruction
But I don't
booklet.
think they had that, which honestly, though, if they were going to make a show, come on, just read the instruction booklet. You don't actually have to play the game. 'Cause there's a lot of things that are very game accurate, but not instruction book accurate. And even then, the instruction book is not even that accurate.
You think they sent the instruction book over to the overseas animation studio, and they're like, we don't know what to do with this, so they just
did whatever.
fiddled.
So the big thing is that Super Mario Bros. 3 introduced the Koopalings, and so in the game, there's no explanation for
There's
the
no
Koopalings
information.
at all.
They're like officers, honestly.
And really, it was down to the American translation team.
Just have fun.
They were they've been given 7 characters, and they're they're Bowser's kids.
Children.
Let's name them all after popular singers. That'll be fun.
But here's the thing, though. How
And
could
it
they have
was-
not read the instruction booklet if they knew they were his Koopa kids? They're not called Koopalings, they're called Koopa kids.
I feel like they got, you know how sometimes, with Pokemon, you'll get the facts from the Japanese website first, and then later on it'll be translated.
You mean with Peekaboo?
Well, I mean, the big one I'm thinking of is that back when Gen 2 was first coming out, for Ho-Oh's name, in Japanese it's spelled with a U instead of the hyphen.
Ooh.
And so, this is a Sugar Conroy story. For years, he thought it was pronounced Ho-Huo.
Ho-ho.
Ho-Huo.
Ho-ho.
So it's stuff like that, where it's back when Black and White was first coming out, I used to know all of the starters by their Japanese names because that's how it first came out. Because Tepig's name was Porkaboo. It was the cutest thing.
Weeb.
I know.
Weeb.
And it took forever for them to translate the series, so I was watching it in Japanese because I was really excited, and then I actually watched Black and White. So
Black and White is have a bingo card. That's my best recommendation.
Oh yes, Black and White bingo.
Gather a bingo card.
Right.
What are any Japanese Pokemon names that you know to this day?
I mean, Porkaboo is the best one.
Porkaboo. What about Mimikyu?
Well, Mimikyu is just adorable.
No, what's its name?
Mimikyu.
Oh, they didn't even change it.
No.
Oh, what about, I don't know, are there any others that got translated over?
I mean, some of them just don't, like Togedemaru.
It's such
a weird name.
We kind of slept that
Because Toge means spiky in Japanese, and Maru is just like a cute name.
Toge.
So it's the
Like
name for a hedgehog.
Togenyan?
It's like a generic, Togenyan. So his name was Spiky-nyan in the American version, but like Toge just means spiky, so.
Okay. Anyways, it feels as though they did not read the instruction booklet because they're like, let's just make more names for them. Let's make more names for the Koopalings.
It continues on into Mario World also,
So the translation is, when you hear Cheatsy Koopa, that is Larry Koopa, the one who's got the light blue, I almost said light green, spiky hair. Okay.
Big Mouth Koopa is now, Morton Koopa is now Big Mouth Koopa, and he's, I don't know, he probably changed the most. They made him super short, and I think even in the original artwork, he's the same size as Roy usually. So, I don't know.
And made him like a talk show host. Brilliant.
Well, I think with the idea for the Koopalings is that they're all based on, like, different stereotypes for bratty children. Because, like, Cheatsy is, like, the little sneaky,
brown-nosing
child. So Morton is the kid that likes to talk a lot and never shuts up. Shut up. Shut up. So then we get the only girl, who is Cutie Pie.
Who fills in all of the girl stereotypes.
But she also has her own stereotypes, so I think we'll talk more about Cutie
She's
Pie.
a bit of a brute.
She gets a lot of episodes to herself because she is the token Smurfette character.
How could you? Peach is right here.
I mean, when you have 7 children and one is a girl, she just becomes the girl.
Isn't that a thing in Brooklyn Nine-Nine with, not Rosa, but,
I thought it was Rosa.
Was it? It's the one who the guy marries.
Yeah, I think her name is Rosa.
Okay.
I don't know the other girl's name.
Who's the other one's name?
I don't know.
The scary one who...
That is Rosa.
No, the other one! The one
I thought they both came from Big... Oh, whatever.
No.
We're getting off topic. We've
Off
only been through half the Koopalings.
Bully Koopa is Roy Koopa. He's honestly the one that stayed the same the most.
I mean, there's not a lot you have to change with the bully character.
Yeah, he's punch you, beat you up. Kooky is not
Kooky
spelled...
von Koopa with a K.
is now Ludwig von Koopa because they're like, it's right there. Let's just go.
Come on. I mean, it's so obvious.
All right, and then the one that I'm very glad name change. Hip and Hop be Lemmy and Iggy. The best way you can differentiate the names is that Hop is he has glasses, like the O is a spectacle. If you even care enough to know the difference between their names, because they really do operate as the same person.
They will constantly have episodes together.
They're never apart. That's never...
It is
you know
cute,
what? That
though.
could have been a good episode plot.
We can talk more about it at their episodes, but yes.
Anyways, they all
So,
have...
full disclaimer, we will constantly be switching names.
Yeah.
I love the Koopalings so much.
Just watch the episode. You'll understand. Yeah. Okay. But everyone else is the same. Toadstool will be Toadstool. This is pre-Mario
I was surprised
World.
that they replaced Toadstool's voice actress.
I know.
I mean, I didn't even think she sounded that different.
Maybe she walked out.
Now she's Tracy Moore.
Tracy Moore is a legend.
I mean, the big thing is that they replaced Mario and Luigi. Which
is apparently it's a very big problem. I will say, Captain Lou did a good I love me some ravioli Mario.
I think Captain Lou had a very soft Mario, which is like what you get from like nowadays with Charles Martinet.
I love the best. Capellini. Tortellini. Spaghetti.
Get the spaghetti.
But this one is like Luigi. Luigi, we've been through that's my toad. Luigi, we've been through this a million times. We can't just go up to the princess like Hotel Mario. We're entering Hotel Mario territory.
Well, now he's like, I gotta be he's like trying to be the hero type, but he's still got a little bit of his plumber roots.
He's like a gruff plumber. All right, I see the problem.
So we
with
also
your
have
plumbing.
Tony Rosado as Luigi, and he pretty much picks it up from where Danny Wells left it off.
They're both very panicky, but I think this one is more awkward. Like,
Mario, I don't know.
Yeesh, Mario.
Are you sure, Mario? And Mario's like, it's totally a good idea, Luigi.
It's
and he's like,
fine, Luigi. Just go with it.
Just go with it.
John Stockerby, Toad. Toad really doesn't do too much.
Oh, poor Toad. I'm glad he's at least in the show. We have to enjoy him while he's still here and not replaced by a caveman.
Oh my god, the caveman. That's for another time.
No.
But yeah, everyone be good. Walker Boone is Mario. He never did anything after this.
I haven't looked super into it, but like he doesn't even have a credit on Wikipedia. I'm just like, whoa.
He's just kind of he was like, I'm done with this. I'm done with this.
Oh, wow.
So out of the Koopalings, the two ones to mention out loud are Cootie Pie's voice actress became My Little Pony's Rarity, which is crazy and good because from the episodes we've watched so far, Cootie Pie is the best voice actor.
I was just really surprised that none of the main cast share voice actors. It's really when you get to the bit characters that's like, oh yeah, everyone's voiced by the Koopalings.
Oh yeah, we just need this. We need a small person for one day.
Fine.
Yeah, and also, I thought Hip and Hop are the same person, but no, Hop's voice actress is Tara. How do you say that?
Tara Chernoff.
Chernoff.
And Stuart Stone is Hip.
To which, after she was married, became Tara Strong. So it's one of her very early ones. We are not at Bubbles territory yet, I don't think. Is Tara Strong gonna come and find me and
no,
beat
we
me up
were
for
in
saying
Bubbles
that?
territory.
This
show
10
came
years.
out, I think it was in between
89.
1989 and 1990.
It was 89. No, because the Super Show was 89. Okay, so
and then this one like started in 1990.
Okay, and then when Mario World was 91.
Probably.
Jeez, they just churn these out.
Churn them out
like a meat churner.
We gotta get more episodes.
You heard what the Deke said.
Put it through the machine.
But sir, we need time for an outline. No,
I said put it through the machine.
no more outline times, careful. No
Sorry.
more outline times. We
Tom
gotta
just
get.
really likes to beat the mic.
We gotta go. Okay, so we're going with the Mario Wiki's order of episodes because you should always trust the Mario Wiki.
Oh, so another thing is that we have two. Okay. We have two ways of watching the show. So
you can actually find the episodes legally online on YouTube for free through YouTube Kids and get this. Okay, so I got
oh boy, what is this
Okay,
story?
I got a great connection for you.
Oh my god.
So currently the episodes are uploaded by a company called Wild Brain, which I recently know Wild Brain is the ones who are attempting that ballsy Sonic TV show that I'm like, this could
I'll
be
see
good.
how that happens.
So here's the chronological backstory of events. So we're going backwards. Wild Brain, I think, renamed themselves. I think they renamed themselves from DHX Media.
Okay.
DHX Media previously absorbed they absorbed N-Circle. N-Circle
Who had absorbed Cookie Jar.
was the Shout Factory.
Okay.
Shout Factory had absorbed Cookie Jar, and Cookie Jar, way back in the day,
Had absorbed Deke.
Wild Brain.
Oh my god.
So Wild Brain, so it's gone through like 4 or 5 changes.
Somehow they own all of these early video game animated shows.
Because Deke went nuts.
And Inspector Gadget, I guess.
And Inspector Gadget, that is true. So whenever Wild Brain comes up in the news, I'm like, don't be deceived. That is Deke. Deke is like, they're kind of like, not a plague, but not a disease. It's like if you own something, if you own something of theirs, you become them. Like, you can't acquire their properties.
Thinking of Five Nights at Freddy's here. He always comes back.
If you own Five Nights at Freddy's, you are Freddy.
You are Springtrap.
You are Springtrap. So yeah.
Yep. So, I also own...
Here
it is. The collector's edition on DVD.
Yes. So the collector's edition was published by N-Circle, but Chat Factory had released episodes in like bunches.
They had the weird packs. I don't know. I hate it when shows do that.
As terrible as they are, that's actually the most collective way to watch the show.
It's true.
Because they include other languages. Mm-hmm. And the Deke pack... No, the
I will just forever
pack,
be mad that you can't physically own an entire copy of the American dub of Kirby.
You can't... Yep, you gotta... Well, I mean...
You gotta find rips on YouTube.
You could always do a magical thing called burning the disc.
Well, yeah.
But that's like, really... That's not...
But they never released all the episodes anyway. I mean,
then how did we find them all?
It's because people recorded them back when they were first shown on the Fox box. That's an old channel.
That we all watched.
Yeah, they have VHS recordings on the Fox box that people have remastered over the years.
Oh!
And so sometimes, like, they'll take the Japanese visuals because they've been upgraded to HD because Japan gets nice things. And so... Yeah. I have just lost my complete train of thought. Anyway.
You're talking about Kirby.
Basically,
Kirby
I'll never find a complete Kirby dub unless I'm one of those really lucky people that get it released. I think that it was Kirby Wii. They released them all. Man,
I was dying for a Kirby Wii pass. I never got one of those.
God, I wish. That would be so cool.
It was just like a lucky chance if you even got a Kirby Wii email. It's like, what the heck? So actually, that does apply. A few Mario 3 episodes, not as many as Super Mario World, but a few actually do have audio that wasn't transferred over to re-releases.
So the Super Show was more egregious with basically every episode they'd include a licensed song in it.
They'd have a fun cover.
And it wasn't even always a cover. Sometimes it'd just be the straight song.
And then copyright caught up.
Then copyright did eventually catch up to them. And so when it was re-released on like Netflix and other things, they replaced the music with a song from Captain N that just goes like So whenever you hear that song, usually that's an indication of, oh, they replaced the audio here. So it doesn't happen as much in Super Mario Bros. 3. And, like, I first thought it didn't happen at all. And then it's like, I'm watching the episodes and I'm like, oh, wait.
Well, I looked up on the Mario Wiki. It is like, oh, they have a good catalog.
So what we decided to do is that I'll be watching our DVD collection, which has a few bonus features on it. A few.
It's really not...
I mean, the DVD boasts that it has 5 hours worth of content on it, and I'm just like, what?
They call it the collector's edition, but it is not.
It is a beautiful thing, because it includes a picture of...
Here's the box art of it.
The box art has a picture of Mario wearing a cape on the cover. Which,
wrong game.
For all of you players who have actually played Mario World, you might know that that's a Mario World power-up and not a Super Mario Bros. 3
And also, on the back of the box...
And on the backs of the box, it includes a picture from the Mario World series. And it's like... Did they just forget? Oh, well, I guess
they're all the same.
I'm sure they didn't actually watch the episodes because, like, what crazy people would actually watch these episodes and make a podcast about them? I mean, come on.
Anyways, so for those few episodes, some people on YouTube have lovingly been restoring them. When that happens, I'm just gonna say look for the episode yourself because I worry about linking it. But people.
So you're
did
watching
this-
the remasters,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Honestly, the audio in those portions is a little lesser because
you know.
it's not on that DVD crisp quality.
So I will be surprised because I don't really know all the episodes with the restored audio because I've just watched the DVD collection on repeat multiple times.
from the ones I've watched, it's like it actually doesn't make too much of an impact.
Yeah, it's just an interesting.
There is
thing.
one episode that does make an
That
impact,
one.
and we will be getting to it, and I will be telling Peach to watch the restored
God.
cut of it because
We-
there's
we
no
will
way
tell
to
the
not.
sordid tale when we get to that episode.
Oh my goodness! But until then, first episode. What's the title?
Okay, so I have to be looking at this because I'm constantly forgetting the title of this episode.
I hate
Sneaky, Lying, Cheating, Giant, Ninja, Koopas.
It's the worst title.
So, clearly, they're trying to make a... I got the
Teenage
move.
Mutant Ninja
A te-
Turtle?
Yes, a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
what
joke.
Okay, TMNT. What is the acronym?
SLCGNK. Sluglink? Sluglink.
Sluggy.
Sluggy.
Sluggy. All right, episode Sluggy.
Oh my god.
And it's been written by Reed and Bruce Shelley. Are these siblings? Family? Lovers?
Oh my goodness.
What do you think?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say the answer is probably siblings, but
It's probably siblings. The one guy was probably just trying to write this episode. He's like, I can't keep track of all these Koopa
well,
links.
he's doing the two-hand writing process.
There's too many. There's too many episodes. I can't
Okay.
do it.
Filler in for that joke. It was found.
Oh, we should talk about the intro too.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we've spoofed the intro for
Our purpose.
for our intro.
But I'd say the highlights of the intro are that they're doing their victory pose. It's a normal day. We're doing our pose.
It's like they're telling a story, and it opens up, and it's like they're just posing out in the open. It's
and
like,
they're just posing.
hey.
And then suddenly everyone comes in and causes havoc, but they solve the problem with some superpowers. But my favorite Koopaling in this intro is Cootie Pie, who whams her staff
right at Peach.
like a club. Like there can only be one
Very
female.
There's only one princess in this show, and it's me!
My favorite part of the intro is that they don't even go for Peach in the beginning. They go straight for Toad.
No, listen. You take out the bodyguard first.
Like Toad runs away. Like as soon as they're danger, he jumps in the water, and then like I think it's Bully and Morton
are tugging on him.
are like trying to drown him underwater, and like Luigi or Mario, whoever
It's Luigi with the
Luigi
frog
with
suit.
the frog suit, yeah,
Pulls on him.
is like tugging on his head to get him to escape, and I'm like, he's getting drawn.
Now we're
quartered
getting into
there.
that toad dilemma. Is the toad mushroom his head or his hat? Which
We
one
don't
is it?
have time to unpack the Toad dilemma. Well, I think in this show it's attached to his head
It's a
because
hat.
we never. It's a hat.
I thought it was a hat because remember in Supershow episode 1 he pulls it out like a big parachute.
But that was the pilot. It could have changed since then.
Hmm.
And this is Super Mario Bros. 3. They could have changed their idea since
I think
then.
it's a hat, and I'll have evidence for that.
I will say,
coming
compared to the Super Show, Super Mario Bros. 3 has a lot better background Toad designs.
It does it?
They don't look like weird human characters. They actually look like
Some
toads.
of them do.
I mean, some of them look weird, but
like this episode. But
no, I think they saved that for the actual humans that show up and look
Okay.
horrifying. So now
So-
we've gotten past our intro, which
so
I love the intro. It's probably the weakest out of the 3 intros because like the first one has the great rap.
you can't beat
You
that
can't
rap.
beat the rap. So they went for an entirely different angle this
They were
time.
like, let's have it be
a narration.
an interesting narrative. It's like we're not playing point and click. We don't need the Star Wars scroll. Come on.
Oh well, it's short. It gets you into the episode.
Does
It's
it?
fine.
I feel like the things that it establishes are there are now children.
There are now children. Okay,
Bowser
that's
has
really all you
children.
need to know.
There are Bowser children. Okay.
Bowser has settled down. he's decided to spend some time with his
Has
kids
he settled down?
after traveling the world. Because that was the whole Super Show, is that they're going all over the place.
He's done playing pretend.
He's done living his bachelor life. He's now become a good dad.
He has to. Well, does he be a good dad? Isn't you
Well,
know what?
we'll have to see.
We should rank if Bowser's been a good dad in each episode.
We have so many rankings that we're gonna have to go over at the end.
This is great. Let's continue.
well.
Okay,
So we'll start the episode.
What do we start with? Because
All right.
I think you have a
I
better...
do. So I guess we can't go over every single animation era
That is
in this
something
show,
else that we
because if we
alluded to.
did, then we would spend
3 hours.
3 hours talking about the first minute of this episode, because
So colors be wrong.
colors be wrong all the time. They will never get the Koopalings colors
All
right.
those poor Koopaling
Look, these
colors.
poor animators had to
Listen,
animate
the Phil
7
Bucket-
different children,
Listen,
okay?
The fill bucket was the dream. We don't have.
We
if
don't
they
have the
didn't
fill
draw a line between colors. It wasn't filled.
So I feel like they just kind of put a note on the storyboards for the beginning of this episode that said, like, draw the children misbehaving. And it's like, how did the children misbehave? So I think
don't know,
Cheatsy and Wendy are tugging on Kookie's hair. You know,
Sure.
that's a normal thing. So then I think Morton and Bully are throwing things at each other. Yeah, that's pretty normal. But then we get Hip and Hop, who are just standing on a random chair that's sitting in the middle of the room.
They're gonna
It's
follow.
just like, yeah, I guess children standing on a chair is misbehaving, but it's like, why is there a chair?
My only note here is what is wrong with these sound effects?
Oh yes, they're constantly using sound effects at the beginning. It's like when they pan over all the Koopalings, like each blink has like a different noise, and I'm just like, lay off the soundboard.
The sound
like,
designer in the show absolutely adores.
I feel like they went whole hog in the first part, and then they're like, no, back it up a little.
I don't
okay?
know. There were a lot more. I had a lot more sound effects notes, but I just couldn't. If I wrote every single one, it'd be like animation errors. So the sound effects be nuts. However, it was like it's like in the live action segments in Super Show, where someone had a keyboard and they were just.
It's like every time Lou Albano
banging
moved,
their
they would
fish.
bang a sound effect.
No, sometimes they would be good. Like when they went down the stairs, they'd have a pipe going down.
I mean, Mario has such good sound effects.
It does, but you hear them too much.
It's true.
Okay, so
Alright, so then
they're talking about their plans.
yes,
they're
so
gonna-
Koopa has now decided to bring his children into his plans.
Children into war,
And
ladies
so-
and gentlemen.
They've decided to go to Giant Land, which is one of the more interesting areas in Mario 3.
Well, yeah, we go playing through it.
Yeah. So, he pulls up a life-size portrait of Prince Hugo the
Who's
Huge.
the person wearing
Who is,
his
he's just a giant toad.
Prince
It's just
Henry?
like-
He's wearing Prince Henry trousers.
I just love how Bowser, he goes all in on these schemes.
He goes
has
in
a
the
full
presentation.
painted portrait of the guy he
I
wants
feel
to
like
kidnap.
he stole that.
Maybe, but
I feel like
he put it like in his throne room behind a velvet curtain. He's like, I will have the best presentation of any villain.
Well,
I love him.
So they're arguing, and Bully's like, "Oh, what? Who's this tall idiot? We don't need to
We
go
can
after him."
kidnap him. And then Big Mouth keeps talking, and it's like,
And be
oh
like,
my
"No,
god, Morton.
that's Hugo the Huge. He's the best." And then they're arguing, but then Koopa, I'll call this a good parenting technique. No, Big Mouth is right. He is important. And then Bully suddenly tucks tail.
He's like, oh yeah, Dad, it's a great plan. I'm
That's
so
a
glad
good-
you thought of it. You know, maybe Big Mouth should go take care of that. And he like shoves Big Mouth towards him.
Bully the suck up.
I love Bully.
So then somehow
they do him really good. I like the way his eyes are animated.
I do too, because you don't really
Because they could
see
have just
them.
done the cheap route where it's just like he's
Always-
wearing sunglasses.
Well, when he's far from the screen, it's
Yeah.
just sunglasses.
But then it's like when they want to have him
A
emote,
close-up?
like you could see his eyes slightly through
Just
the
a bit.
sunglasses.
You see them enough. So then they pick.
So here's the big thing of this episode.
Oh, the wands.
The wands.
The wands.
There are 4 color-coded wands.
Red, blue, green,
I
and
wrote it
purple.
down. Yes, so it's purple, green, blue, and red. They're all sitting.
Why'd you say that backwards?
I don't know. They're all sitting on the wall. And so they will constantly
Koopa walks
shuffle.
over and he's like, all right, we have these 4 wands. They each do different things. And that's immediately, the animators are going to mess up these wands, aren't they?
Like, he'll pick up the red one and suddenly he's holding the purple one.
We'll try to make sense of these wands the best we can. So he picks up the green wand. So the green wand turns the Koopalings into ninjas.
Green wand is ninja wand.
The green, yes.
Big
the green
ninja wand.
is the ninja wand.
Red wand.
Also, while he's turning them into ninjas, his crown is missing.
Oh, that's great.
Oops.
Where did the crown go?
Where did the crown go?
These sound effects are nuts. But no, but there's a part where it's like, he's like, who's gonna go? And the wand's already lighting up. It's like,
So,
what?
yeah.
So also I
So
noticed...
he calls up Bully, Big Mouth, Cheatsy, and Kooky. Although, let's be honest, Cheatsy and Kooky don't do anything in this episode.
They really don't. I just say also
This is
like,
really a Big Mouth and Bully episode.
Before he calls them forward, though, Cootie Pie pushes Bully forward.
She's like, you aren't bringing me into this. This is a boy job.
I just love how it's like,
You take care of
yeah,
it.
because he did name drop Cootie Pie. He's like, maybe Cootie Pie should go after. I
And
feel like
Cootie
she's
Pie
like, I don't
pushes-
think so.
I just love, I'm telling you, this is supporting my theory that Cootie Pie and Bully are the siblings. Because they have well,
in the show, they're all the siblings.
they're all the siblings, but in the grand scheme...
In the grand scheme of things, that's a whole different can of worms.
I believe Wendy and Roy to be the siblings, but also the sound effects when Pip Hop and Cootie Pie are scooting back, it's like a whole scale on the marimba. And it's like, what is happening?
Whoa.
So then they turn into their big
They're
Koopa.
sneaky giant ninja.
The titles are too long.
Oh God.
These titles are too long, so they're going off. So then we get sent to the castle.
We go to Giant Land, which I don't really know how giant landy it looks. There's just a bunch of precarious Tetris slabs everywhere.
Everything's tall. Nothing's big. It's just tall.
It's just really tall, and like there's normally in the background there's a bunch of like note blocks and stuff, but they're all like weirdly scattered everywhere.
They're
And
tall.
It's just like,
listen,
I
when you
guess
have a
it's
large
supposed to be
stride,
a perspective
you can
thing.
reach on those things. So then Hugo's like,
"Help me, mother." Toad has a great line here. I wrote it down.
You wrote it?
It's,
First message we ever got that was bigger than the post office.
how to get stuff.
Toad has a lot of really good one-liners. Like, they gave him all the one-liners.
Everyone else has one-liners, but they don't work.
I said Toad has the funny
I said
one-liners.
Hugo's like, I'm gonna be shrunk down. I'm like, are you gonna get your legs chopped off? like just shorten him?
Well, he's like, I'm all scared. All my army's been taken care of, so I've secluded myself to this
and
empty...
my bird.
and
all
my-
of the bird.
Me and my bird.
Me
Who
and
doesn't
the
have a
bird.
name. I just called him Iago.
I said, shut up, bird. I hate the bird. Also,
Digit.
Hugo's voice it's please
Please save me.
do not kill me or my bird's children.
He's just sitting in his
Discount
his
Kermit.
garden.
I approve. It's Discount Kermit, and that is
We have
very fun.
Tall discount Kermit.
And he's
You know,
like,
he's got the
"Please,
legs for Kermit.
Please help me. And so then the bird's like,
So then the bird's like, these losers? I don't think so.
I said, shut up, bird. And then Mario
So
goes,
Mario,
what you don't know is that
we super bros are super and we can get supercharged. I'm gonna say super a bunch of times
Is
because
it-
it's super fun to say.
to be supercharged, is that a euphemism?
Is it a euphemism?
Is that a euphemism?
So then immediately they decide to leave.
So then they're like, let's...
Well, because Mario's like, we need to get some power-ups. And I'm like, why didn't you bring the power-ups with you? Whatever.
They didn't know what the
We
request
had-
was.
Look, we
They
had to
couldn't-
explain to the audience that the Mario Bros can use power-ups. And by the audience, I mean the bird, obviously.
I also wrote, again, these sound effects are nuts. I
just
don't remember
everywhere.
what they were, but they were nuts. The Koopalings...
So then the Koopalings make their leisurely saunter as ninjas over to the castle.
Yeah,
it's like,
stomping.
you think they'd be doing like their ninja moves, but
I
it's
feel
like,
like-
they're just kind of walking around.
I feel like they don't understand that ninjas are supposed to be sneaky. They just
They
think
just
ninjas
walk over.
are cool.
I mean, really, I think it really is. They've watched too much Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and
Well,
they're like, "Oh, we got the cool ninja stuff. Whee!"
We can be as...
This was pre-Naruto. I'll catch. Oh,
What have you written down?
okay.
Oh my god, that scene.
Okay,
We haven't gotten to that
okay,
scene
so
yet.
no, it's that the Koopalings bust into the door.
They haven't done that yet.
And they go, I'll catch ya.
No, they haven't done that yet.
Oh, okay.
You're thinking of my favorite scene in the episode.
That's true.
I love this scene.
Okay, so yeah, so the
So-
Koopalings are about to bust in, but we cut back to
But
Mario
first,
and Luigi.
we have to see Mario and Luigi.
And so Luigi exits the pipe first because he's got good legs. Yes, Luigi exits it first, doesn't he?
No. I memorized this whole scene.
Oh, right.
Because it's so funny.
Oh, okay.
So Mario exits this giant pipe.
It's
and
very
so
tall.
It's very tall because they're in Giant Land. And Luigi's like, I don't know if I can get
I'm
out of this
scared.
pipe. I'm scared, Mario. So Luigi says, let go! I'll catch ya! So then Luigi just plops straight on him.
Okay, that's why I wrote I'll catch ya slap. Okay. 'Cause
And
it's like,
so-
I'll catch ya!
It's really funny.
It's
And so Luigi's
such a
like,
slap.
yeah, nice catch, Mario. And Mario goes, well, come on, Luigi. The sun was in my eyes. And then all of a sudden, the angry sun shows up and goes, I was not. And then it starts chasing them.
And then suddenly the sun is here.
Oh my god.
I
But
mean-
it's true that the angry sun did debut in Super Mario Bros. 3.
And that you don't even get an introductory to the level.
It's just a random sun. It's just like, the sun is here and mad.
So then they start. Okay.
I don't even think he appears in any other episodes. I think it's just like this one bit, and
Listen,
it's great.
when you think Mario 3,
So they're getting chased by the sun.
I said, and they're boinging in perfect sync. I said the boings are taking all of the budget. All of the budget
All
went
the
into
budget went
that
into these
scene.
boings.
So then,
So then they put on, they find their Tanuki leaves, and so they put on,
Yeah.
well, they just have the ears. It's
They
not even the
touch-
suit.
Well,
but apparently
well,
that's
it is-
enough to trick the sun.
well, yeah, and they go.
Because the sun's
"Su-"
like, where'd he go?
The other thing they do is they yell
Mario
Super Mario
Brothers.
Brothers, and it's like, why do we have to announce this for all?
Look, it's the first episode. We have to
the
announce that
sun-
they're the Super Mario
And the
Brothers.
sun walks up and is like, hey, where are the Super Mario Bros?
And they're like, they went behind that cloud. And he was like, okay.
Thanks.
But, it's fine. The sun's not a threat. It just folds out of existence.
Yeah. But also,
I think they were supposed to have it disappearing behind a cloud because that's what they said. But I guess they drew the cloud on the wrong layer. So he just kind of goes, whoop.
isn't that an eternal problem? So then Luigi's like, oh no, Mario, we can't be touched or else we're gonna lose our powers.
This is really the episode of explaining the plot.
Was this the pilot? Did they even need a pilot?
No,
That's my
it's just the
question.
first episode. So they're like, we have
But
to
who's
explain
watching
things.
these in order? Okay. Yeah. So then, my next note.
Oh, yes. So then
they're
Koopalings
breaking in and
are showing
and
off their ninja
Cheatsy's-
skills.
Cheatsy's like, rock, break.
Screw you, rock!
And it's like, why did he break the rock? I don't understand. So
They're
then,
showing off their ninja skills.
So then I have whoa, 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 whoa. Probably because that's the noise they made when the door was being busted down.
I guess so.
I
I love how Bully just shoves Hugo. Like, there's no, ninja-ness to it. He just goes
down the floor. So then,
It's like, I thought you were supposed to be capturing him. You just shoved him over and grabbed
so
the
here's
princess.
the other wonderful inconsistency error in this whole episode.
What is it here?
Bully snatches up Toad and Toadstool, but suddenly Big Mouth will be holding them in the next scene.
Does he? I thought it was Big Mouth that snatched
No, Bully grabbed them.
Okay.
And then Big Mouth, and then they'll just swap back and forth, and it's like, are they
guess
implied
that's
to be
true.
tossed back and forth?
Maybe. Oh, because the thing is that really the only reason Cheatsy and Cookie are there is to subdue Prince Hugo. I think they
Just
have
to hold
two
him-
lines
to
maybe
hold
throughout
his
this whole
arms.
episode.
No,
Like,
and then
jeez.
Bullies. So then the Mario Bros fly in, and I did like the sound effects when he's trying to catch them. He's smacking.
They're like, these pesky flies are everywhere. They're like, it's the Marios, you idiot.
No, it's the Mario Brothers. They'll make you sorry. They'll make you sorry.
Toad is so good.
Yeah, that was another favorite. Okay, so then
then,
somehow Mario runs into the pipe.
Somehow. It's that
Mario flies into the
Martin
pipe.
uses his great ninja skill of his stinky breath.
What?
Yeah, he blows a little tornado at Mario and he flaps it. He
smacks into the pipe.
Yeah, and he goes on the ground.
And then some random patooey shows up and goes, "Hey, look at that Mario butt.
it
I'm
was
gonna take a bite out of that."
Patooey. I was like, this plant is gross. And also, it was scared, and then it was like, oh, Mario's right here.
Oh, Mario's
and takes
here.
a
I
bite.
could take a bite out
And
of
it's like,
that.
why was it scared and then decided it was on top of the field? What was it scared of?
I guess it's just like, what have I jumped into?
Whoa.
Maybe it just woke up. Because, like, a lot of the times they'll have piranha plants sleeping. And then well, I guess that was more of a Super Mario 64 thing. So, never mind. There's no continuity. Whatever.
But
He was
no,
surprised by
it's
nothing.
like, and then Big Mouth is not holding the Mario Brothers anymore.
Well, that's because he has to grab Luigi by the ass.
oh,
Literally, he grabs Luigi's tail, and then the next scene, he's holding him straight by the pants. And it's like, oh my god.
what is happening? Oh, so then the bird is trying to fight. And
Morton just yeets it out of the
Oh,
cage.
no.
He just grabs it out of the
No,
cage. It's like,
he does that. He slaps it down, and I wrote, this slap is how I kill cicadas. Bam! You just wham it onto the
Get outta
ground.
here.
Like, you don't slap it, but you, like, grab
it's
it.
because they
and
didn't
do
care about the
slapping
bird. The
for you.
bird wasn't doing anything. They just wanted the cage to stick Toadstool,
That's
Luigi, and Toad.
Toad.
I got confused because I called her Toadstool.
Too many toads.
too many
Okay,
toads.
so then Mario is like, uh-oh, I need a leg up. So he goes up to the bird, and then Mario is now Monster Hunter. He's riding the big animals.
He's like, come on, bird, you gotta help me. And the
And the
bird's
bird's
like,
like,
I need
"No."
that cage. It has my signed Big Bird poster
In my
in it."
jacuzzi.
In my jacuzzi. And it's like, there was nothing in that cage.
We have been
Like,
seeing nothing. I said, I don't
I just
care
love
about
how the bird's
cage
like,
bird.
I don't care about Hugo getting kidnapped. I just want my cage. Like,
This feels like the
Who
Donkey
cares?
Kong episode.
he's like, look, I'll get you back your cage. Just help.
do you know the Donkey Kong Country song when they're like, you have to give up everything, Donkey Kong? And he's like, everything?
even my bananas?
Even my two-way ticket to Guatemala? Even my prime seating for the football game? It's like, what are these things?
What? You just have a flat with bananas in it.
You live on an island called Congo Bongo. Is the island called Congo Bongo?
Yes, it is.
Okay. It's
Congo
like,
Bongo's hero. Hey.
okay.
Look out down
We're not there yet. Okay, so
Banana slammer. Okay.
so I wrote nice grab, bro. I don't. Where's the grab from? Was it when he catches Luigi?
yeah, like
Is that
he
the grab,
pinches
bro?
Luigi straight by the tail, and then the next scene he's like holding it up, and Luigi's like, "Oh great, not again."
Truly. Okay, so we go back to the hotel. Everyone's in the cage. Hugo has been restrained. Koopa is so proud. He lets them be
So
known.
another big thing is that the way Mario escapes is by finally convincing the bird, which he has time to do since Roy has to run in from the background in the castle on the wrong layer.
He really runs in.
Like they put him as far away as they could.
So Koopa's very proud, and he's like,
I'm so proud of you boys. Oh my, look at my kids. They're just the best. Ah, jeez.
so Hugo is now a miniature poodle. Oh dear.
He's not even a miniature poodle. He's still a giant poodle. He's just
By
a
Hugo's
poodle.
standards, he'd be like those
Oh,
teacup
so we have to bring
pens.
back these wands now
Okay,
because he's
so-
used a different wand this time.
No, he used the red for the
yes,
poodle.
he used the red wand to turn him into a poodle. So.
Yeah. And the green is still
So then
the
he
ninja
picks
one.
up the green wand as a surprise tool for later.
Well, no, and he's like, all right, let's.
And he's like, I'll use this ninja wand to turn you back from ninjas into Koopalings. And they're like, oh, but Dad. I love Roy's line here. We love being sticky line ninja Koopas. Like, he just spits that line out so
He
fast because he was
practiced it.
clearly like staring at it on the paper.
He was practicing.
He practiced that line
Also,
really hard.
I mentioned the color matching does not work on Koopa's mouth.
Like, literally, he says, I'll use this ninja wand later, and puts it back. And it's like, why don't you just wink at the camera, Koopa? Jeez.
Well, no, I don't know. I think it worked enough to that he was like, all right, let's undo the deed because there's no reason to like not. And they're like, no, we want to keep it.
want to be
It's like,
Koopalings.
fine.
It's-
But no, I meant
Oh my
so
God.
when Koopa's mouth is moving, it's like his skin will be one shade of green, but then his mouth is a different.
Yeah, you know.
Color matching
how it
me
goes.
hard.
This is my second favorite scene in the episode,
hold on.
by the
I
way.
said Koopa condones violence because they're like, let's take over another world, and he's like, that's a terrible, stinking, rotten idea.
and I love it.
I love it. So now
So they express their gratitude
with the samba.
by singing a song. Is it different in the remaster?
No, it was the same one.
They still sing for He's a Jolly Good Koopa.
Yes, I wrote the samba because
For He's a Jolly Good Koopa. Like, they're so into it. I love it so much. It's
Okay.
just such a stupid
So
moment.
then Mario sneaks in, and
So
I
luckily, they're too
No,
busy singing, so they don't notice Mario's.
the way he sneaks in,
Sneak
it's like
in.
the creep. So okay, so then
But how's he gonna get him out of this cage with giant bars that they could just slip through?
No, listen, those giant bars are metaphorical. With all the no, oh my god, I got it. All those things that the bird was saying were in his cage. They're all invisible.
Ah.
They can't get through.
I thought it was just that they couldn't get Toad's fat head through the bars. That is also an option.
but I was also thinking that perhaps
And Peach is like, we can't leave Toad. He's
also,
important.
what's it called? The old timey like barbed
Oh,
skirts.
I don't remember.
It's like a part
It's
of
not
a
a
corsair.
brassiere.
It's a part of it though. It's like a hoop skirt.
Yeah.
They couldn't get Peach's hoop skirt.
Whenever I think of hoop skirts, I think of Pecos Bill. Where his girlfriend falls upside down and each layer of her hoop skirt falls down.
whoop, whoop.
And then she gets up and like saunters off and it's all scrunched up and they like slowly fall down.
Maybe so. So then they walk up and Mario's like, no, listen, I got a plan. So then Mario goes over
He decides to switch the wands.
and he swaps the wands, which
He pulls the bulb out?
Yes, he pulls the bulb out, and when he puts
It's
the
so-
bulb into the new rod,
One.
it'll change color, which makes
Does
me
it,
think,
though?
Yes, it does. I remember this. It's like he'll pull the green, he pulls like the green and the red out. He sticks the
So
red
is the
bulb.
power in the stick?
I am thinking
or the power in the
Okay,
bulb?
let's put Harry Potter logic to this.
Because
Maybe
I always
it's-
assumed that the stick was just a conduit for the bulb, and the bulb is like a magical gem
And the
that has
stuff-
power with it.
maybe, but maybe this is Harry Potter logic.
Where it's the stick that has the power,
Yes,
and it's
and
just like a
and
little
the
flashlight
element-
on the end.
Yeah, and the element inside of the stick, and they're colored to differentiate and make things easier. Because the green turned red when put on the original red stamp, and vice versa.
Are you sure that was intentional?
Let's say that it is.
All right.
Listen, we can make
Okay.
this work.
So we finished singing our song.
Wrong voice from the wrong mouth, I wrote. I don't know who says what. But yeah, they're all like, let's go back. And Koopa
So they're
goes
like-
to sit down. And then
And
Mario,
then Mario just walks up and,
and
he's
he
like,
goes, stop it right
"Hey,
now.
Bowser Koopa, you're not gonna win."
And he's like, you have to stop or else. Or else
else
what?
what?
Well, I'll come back Tuesday for go-karting and tell ya. I think slipping in for go-karting
It's
or
really
for
funny.
tennis would have really added something
But
in.
look, Mario hadn't done much since then. But like, if we did the show now, that would have been so
It'll
funny.
be- it'll
I'll
be
come
like-
back Tuesday and we'll go karting, and I'll tell you then. Okay?
And when you win at go-karting, I'll tell ya. And he's like, yeah, right. All right, Mario, you are about to become...
So then the next scene, I think they put all of the budget into it because everyone gets really shocked that Mario is there.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause,
Also, another thing...
Like, Cheatsy and Kooky are like, whoa! And I'm like, where did this budget come from? Did we spend it all on this one scene?
I'm telling you, the budget went to the bounces.
To the bouncing?
Yes.
True.
So then, suddenly, when Peach is like, oh no! She's playing into
no!
it. Luigi has Mario's colors. And then the
No,
next...
it's because Luigi has decided to dress as Mario to further confuse Koopa into wondering where Mario
Because
is.
you'd think that he
Clearly
would look
they
in,
haven't messed
that
up the
because
colors.
Peach is being really loud that he would look in
Oh,
into
no.
Mario. But then Luigi's back to normal and he looks devious. And it's like, was this all on purpose?
So then Koopa grabs a green wand.
Mario, okay.
Is he colorblind?
Then why color the wands in the first place?
That's the whole point. Because it's like,
Then there's-
how did he not notice? Like, was he so distracted?
If he is colorblind, then I believe that the rods are not the source of power, and it is indeed the bulb.
Whatever, it doesn't matter what color wand he grabs because it turns red later.
Sure, because it turns red, he hits, and he goes, who's been fooling with my wands? And then Mario's title is also too long. It's like the
Good,
antonym.
honest, truthful Ninja Mario. It's shorter than the other one, thank God. But it's still, I'll never remember
So
this.
then the montage starts. Mario gingerly opens the cage, but they treat
I love this song.
But they treat this like he busted up the cage. It's like if anyone busted up the cage, it would be the
Really?
Koopalings.
The song is super intense.
I wrote the song is good. It's a
good song.
It's heartbreaker.
It's a heartbreaker, Ninja Man.
That's not even the lyrics. It's like
Tough talking.
It's a great song, although when you look at all that happens in the scope of the song, it's nothing actually. He gingerly opens the cage. They all face off against each other. Peach grabs the wand and
Peach grabs the red.
Peach grabs
to
the wand
unninja
who
the
has
Koopas.
turned red. That unninjas the Koopas.
And then Luigi uses the red again for the poodle.
Yeah, so it's like,
what is going on?
what was the point of having multiple wands if all the wands could just do whatever the heck you want? Like, I think it's that the wands don't actually have powers in it.
What? So what part? The bulb or the rod?
I think it's just whatever they feel like. I don't know.
No, that's too lazy.
Yeah, it's too lazy.
So we end up
and everyone turns back to normal, and so
normal. Their
God.
lips are all moving, but only one is talking at a time.
They turn into the Koopaling amalgamation. That's what I call it.
It's
Save us, Father.
No
Save
fair. It's like, oops.
There's a lot of awkward cuts too. It's like they'll like do the pink box fade, and it's like, why are we fading? Like literally nothing has happened.
Listen, we didn't have any better.
Oh my God! So then Bowser,
Bowser,
he's like, I'm getting out of here, and he jumps like 20 feet in the air and like hits his head on a block, and it's like, what the heck?
I made sure to note, Koopa, that's a neglectful action you did there. Bad parenting.
I just love how he just like jumps away, and then of course the Koopalings follow him because they're like, "What the heck, Dad?
Why are you abandoning us? What the heck?" So yeah, they all scurry after.
So then
Peach unninjas with the red again. Mm-hmm. And I wrote, "Shut up, bird."
Oh, so then Iago shows back up
and he's
again.
like, "My
and he's
cage!"
all mad. He's like, "You ruined my cage!" It's like, what? The door's just kind of messed up. So then he grabs the wand, which is blue now.
Wow!
And so he turns himself
I also wrote,
into a ninja. And it's like, Mario, if you don't fix my cage, I'm gonna end you.
But I also wrote when Mario's like, he's got a Sonic-looking face to him. Just a little grinny. I thought it was a bit Sonic-like. So I wrote, "Get out of here, bird."
Get out of here, bird. But then the bird's like, oh, if you don't fix my cage,
I'm gonna ninja myself and beat you up. And I wrote, now that's a good run cycle. I think, was it Mario's? I think it's because he had his little arms tucked in. It was like,
well, I'm getting out of here.
It's how he runs in 3D world.
Does it end with them laughing? Because that's how most of the Supershow episodes.
It ends with Mario running away from the bird.
Oh, right, and he says another stupid acronym that I don't remember.
Yeah.
Because that's how we ended.
That's the end. Okay, well, overall...
Overall, it's not a bad starter episode.
It's fine.
It does its point of introducing everything to you. It's weird that they started with ninjas.
It doesn't really do the Koopalings too well. It does Bully and
really,
Big Mouth's always in the hole.
They introduce all of the Koopalings, and one thing I want to do is, for each episode, I want to have a counter of which Koopalings appear, because I want to see which Koopalings appear in the most episodes.
My bets are on Cheatsy.
Cheatsy?
Cheatsy.
Okay.
Where are your bets?
Well, since you picked Cheatsy, I don't want to pick the same one.
Cootie Pie?
I'm going to say Kooky.
Kooky. Okay.
Because they really like Kooky, and he appears in a lot of solo episodes, like by himself.
Maybe
so. I think that could rack up his counter.
Rank.
On the opposite spectrum,
Big Mouth.
Who do you think is in the least episodes?
I am tied between Big Mouth or Hip and Hop.
I'm tied between Big Mouth or Roy.
Really? You don't think Roy?
Because I like Bully, but I feel like whenever he appears, he's with the group. Like, he doesn't really do anything on his own.
Well, he's a bully. He's got a...
And he appears a lot with Big Mouth, and I think Big Mouth has his own episodes with other people.
I'm gonna say Hip and Hop.
I'm gonna go with Bully.
Let's see how...
We can see how it pans out. But
Okay.
as for this episode, every Koopaling has appeared, even though, really...
this is a Bully Big Mouth centric episode.
Wow.
And it's true, they have a good dynamic together.
That's true.
Because it's the kid that talks a lot and the kid who's like, shut up!
Just shut your
and whacks him in the head.
pie hole. Whap him back. Okay. Well, I don't think we're gonna rank them with the numbers, because, nah. I'm not a big fan of numerical ranking. I'm more of a fan of, what's it called?
Tallies?
No, when things are ranked proportional. I'm more of a fan of proportional ranking. So, this is the first episode, so it's just going to go, bam. It is. Also,
We do have our top 10 episodes.
We do, but I think a
This one
full
doesn't
list.
rank on it, though.
Well, it's gonna rank. Boom.
I think we'll make special note for our top 5.
Sure. Okay, so the last thing we are stealing from the show pod is the most valuable paisano.
Who is our MVP
Peach,
for this
who
episode?
was the most valuable paisano?
What? I wrote down the bird. No! Because he's the only one that actually does anything.
I hate the bird.
Like, Mario's like, help me out. And he's like, what's in it for me? Mario's like, look, I'll get you back your cage. And then at the end, like, when Mario doesn't get him back his cage, he's like, you better fix my cage or else I'm gonna take the wand
No,
and do
the
stuff
bird.
myself.
I hated the bird. I kept writing, shut up, bird.
Well, I didn't say it was my favorite character. I said the most valuable paisano.
What is the most valuable paisano?
Isn't it the person that does the most in the episode?
I thought it was the one that just contributed the most to your enjoyment of the episode.
Well, then I don't know. Who's great at this episode?
I'm tied between Bully and Mario.
Bully was really funny in this
Bully
episode.
was really okay. My most valuable paisano is going to Bully.
All right, I will also succeed and say it's Bully. Because truly, Bully is interesting because he's the oldest of the Koopalings. So there's not a lot about the show's canon for the Koopalings. But what we do know is that in the show's canon, Bully is the oldest and Hip and Hop are the youngest.
Okay.
And the rest
I
kind
really
of slot in
thought Cookie
there.
was the youngest.
No, they say it in the in the glossary. In the special features of the DVD.
Okay, that's what you get for reading the.
And also, Koopa has a line later on.
Okay, about
the age rankings system.
Age rankings.
The age ranking system. Because when it comes to the official canon of the Koopalings, Ludwig has been stated to be the oldest, and Larry is the youngest. But we don't know the middle. So a lot of people just take that as it's the Super Mario Bros. 3 order of when you encounter them. So it goes Larry, Morton, Wendy, Iggy, Roy, Lemmy, Ludwig.
You went on that way too fast.
I love the Koopalings so much. It's partially why I love this show.
What game made you
They're
love
great.
the Koopalings?
I discovered them back when I played Super Mario Bros. Wii, which was back in 2009.
Also, we didn't
And that's
really
when they
play
got-
that one because our disc was scratched.
Well, I used to play it a lot before the disc got scratched to oblivion.
We didn't even scratch
But that
the
was back
disc.
like when I was first getting into the internet, and I was like, "Wee, the Koopalings
What?
are so fun!" And then it also got into that phase of when Mario games weren't being super creative, and I was like, "We have 7 characters with unique personalities and character designs. We should use them for everything." And
then
so
they
now they
were-
are used for everything.
And now everyone's going,
And
Koopalings.
now everyone's gone like, "Oh, these Koopalings, man, why do they choke up every spot?" Like when we have a karting roster, it's like 7 slots just for the Koopalings. I'm like, I love that.
In fact, could we get them outfits, please?
Can I have more?
Could we please have them wearing
More Koopalings. Like, I just want the Koopalings in everything.
I'd say the game that
Who
made
is your
me...
favorite Koopaling?
Ludwig.
You like Ludwig?
Yeah.
I like Iggy the best.
He's
Although,
classy.
then when we talk about the show, it's different.
Well,
You
I
s-
think
you still like Kooky the best, right?
I'm swinging to Cootie Pie.
Really? Well, I like Cootie Pie, but she's very hit or miss.
I think we will
When
have...
she's good, she's great, but then she can
There's
get
annoying
really
episodes.
annoying.
I think we're gonna have to wait until the end of the watching to decide
Because,
who's our
like, I
favorite
love
from the
Iggy
show.
so much, but, like, Hip and Hop really don't do anything in the show.
They
We'll get more to it when they have their own episodes, but it's like...
individually, they have no personality.
No, their thing is twins. And what can a
And
twin
Lemmy
exist without
slightly
the
has
other?
more personality. Hip has more personality than Hop, because Hip at least has his ball.
Balls!
Balls. Like, he has his acrobatics thing, because that was in the games, and they could pull from that. But Hop doesn't have anything.
He just
has glasses.
He's a nerd.
So, yeah, it took a while for people to really hamper down Iggy's personality, because he used to probably be the Koopaling with the
I
least
think his
personality.
pineapple hairdo.
Because a lot of people
helped.
were like, oh, he likes inventing things. I'm like, where'd you get that? Yoshi's Safari? Like, no. So really what it is now is that he's just the crazy guy that laughs a lot. He's kind of unhinged all the time, and I love him.
If we were to name him now, he would be the kooky of the bunch.
Yeah.
And he likes chain chomps. That's the other thing that
Yeah.
they've been introducing.
I think it'd be cool if they just expanded it to just that he likes animals.
Animals.
He's
Animals in the
an
Mario
animal guy.
verse.
There are animals.
I feel like he
There are
would
flying
be...
squirrels. There are cats. There's cats everywhere.
Nyan. Nyan.
Okay.
And with the nyan, we shall nyan this.
We shall end this episode. Oh.
Woo!
Really
Okay.
didn't talk about ninjas all that much.
No, the ninjas
That's
have
because the
nothing
shows really
to
don't
do.
care about ninjas. Really, it was just a stupid reference.
We are not here for ninjas.
God, it would have been so funny if they'd actually got some of the Ninja Turtle voice actors for this episode.
Do you think could we afford them? No.
I don't know. I love
What's
Rob
Teenage
Paulson.
Mutant Ninja Turtles by Deke? What
I don't think
studio?
so. I don't remember who did it.
Universal?
I
They have
no
an
clue.
animation division.
You make it sound like I was alive at the time to watch it.
Paramount. We had Fast Forward,
Yeah.
which everyone calls
Ninja
the
Turtles.
I think Turtle fans call that the worst season.
I liked it.
I liked the opening. That's the only part I watched. That's
Fast forward, Leonardo Donatello.
I just remember Fast Forward. The echoey part.
I watched it on 4Kids, and then I watched some of the newer ones. It's never really been a show that I've been into
one,
it.
or
Yeah.
the cool looking one where they're different species.
I've watched both.
Okay.
They both have really good stuff about them. But I don't know. It's just the thing that will be eternally remade.
Indeed.
If only the Super Mario show was eternally remade.
We are getting that movie.
We're getting a movie. Maybe that will push them to make a TV show. Because, God, I would love that. An actual Mario TV show.
What would it be about?
It'd be fun at the end of this to, like, make up our own Mario 3 episode. That would be more modern.
We are officially ripping off the Hard Drive podcast
Oh,
then.
whatever.
Because they would write
I know.
Passion of the Crust.
But it's fun.
and
It's fun to think about. Like, what if we made a show and it had all the modern Koopalings in it?
modern.
Well, I guess we could. Dude, it's the older Koopalings.
And with that, okay, Peach,
We
where
should totally end this.
Peach, we need to wrap up. Where can we find
Okay.
you?
You could find me on Tumblr. I like Tumblr, even though a lot of people don't like Tumblr.
Everyone left Tumblr.
Everyone left Tumblr, so now it's just us weirdos. You can find me at peachsupremeart.tumblr.com or whatever the handle is now.
Yes, that's what the Tumblr handle has always been. And I am at delfinodurians.tumblr.com, spelt the same as my YouTube page that you are listening to this right now.
I also have a YouTube channel, but you shouldn't watch it because there's nothing on there.
There's nothing on there except for reanimated clips. But yeah, guests are extremely welcome. I cannot state this enough. If you know me and you just want to have a nice chat and perhaps talk about a Mario episode, just get in contact with me. You know, if you know me, you know how to get in contact with me. So please go and do that because we would love to have guests on here. Thank you to Taylor Lair for composing our ending theme.
You're the best.
She is the best, and you can go listen to more of her music at Bandcamp at tlair.bandcamp.com. That is T, the letter T, Laire, Lair with an E at the end, .bandcamp.com. with that, Baizani.
Baizani
Paisanis.
Woohoo!
Yahoo!
Let go! I'll catch ya!
Nice catch, Mario.
Couldn't see ya. The sun was in my eyes. I was not